Welcome back, everybody, to Magnolia on Money, where we discuss everything financial from the economy to retirement. And I am Ed Cox. And today I wanted to touch on digital currency. So I've been getting a lot of questions asking, is the U.S. ever going to go digital? Are my dollar bills that I have saved up, are they ever going to be worth anything? Are they going to stop accepting my money? And I think it's important that we kind of step back and look at where we are today and understand that maybe we're a little further along. My mic keeps moving. Maybe we're a little further along in this process than you imagine, that you already thought about. So let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen, show you a couple of things, and then I'll come back. So let's look at the overall money supply. So the U.S. money supply, I pulled this graph offline, shows us currently right at about, it says $20.8 trillion. Let's make the math easy. Let's just say we're at $21 trillion of money supply. So we got $21 trillion of money just floating around out there in all different forms. And the next graph, okay, so remember that $21 trillion. This next chart actually is showing year by year. So you can see here, the first year you've got right here, 2022. This is when this chart went back to. So in $1 bills, we had $14.3 billion. So these are billions of dollars, okay? $14.3 billion in $1 bills, $3 billion in $2 bills. Go out here, you can see the $100 bills make up the majority of our total of $1.8 trillion. So our total in currency, okay? So when we're looking at currency, we're talking about money that most of us think about. When you say money, we think about this. We think about the paper, the coins. So those total of paper currency, you'll call it that, is right at $2.2 trillion. Okay, hold on just a second, Ed. You said there was 2.1 trillion of total money supply, but only 2.2 of actual paper money. So where is everything? Guess what? It's already digitized. So roughly, we have 10% of our money that is actually in dollar bills, paper money. The rest of it, the other 90%, is already digital. We are already in a digital currency economy. The U.S. Uses all different forms of digitizing. That they basically digitize the dollar in the form of, we have credit cards, we have checks that we write. So when you go and let's use an example. So if you're retired, you're no longer working, but you're receiving a benefit from Social Security. So Social Security, when you set up, you give them your bank account information and account numbers, and they send directly every month. Your Social Security benefit comes directly from Social Security to your bank. Now, did they walk $100 bills through the door of your bank? No, it was all digital. They just move money from here to your bank. Then, when it's in the bank, most people use credit cards, debit cards to pay all their bills, or they pay online. So you take that money that is now in digital form in your bank account at your local bank, and you're swiping the debit card, you're writing checks, you are paying bills online. And so that money gets distributed out to all of those different people, all of the different companies. And how is it done? Digital. You've never touched the dollar bill. So aside from the little bit of money that we get out every month in cash, everything else that we spend is all digital. So if you think about it that way, we are really already there. We've been in a digital world for a long time. And where will it go from here? Will it get to the point where the government does not honor this paper money? Possibly. It could get there. I mean, there are currently, um, you know, paper money that the government issued that is no longer accepted in banks. Okay, so some of those older denominations that we no longer use. But if that happened, rest assured, it's in my opinion that the government would give you plenty of time to turn back in your paper money for the digital currency, which remember, 90% of the money out there is already digitized. It's already there. So moving from where we are to a complete digital currency is really not a far fetch, and we're not far from it. Okay. So there's some experts that say, yes, but we will always have a form of paper currency that we can use and trade day to day that's not digital. I don't have an answer to that, but I do think that there's, if you look at it, we're not like we're heading into this unknown place. We've been there for years and years and years. So I think everybody can kind of relax a little bit with that and just realize that this is the way the economies work, and that's across the world. So most currency across the world, I think it's like 86% of all currency across the world is digitized. So that's the way it is in the world now. It's the way it's been for a while. Ever since you've been using your credit cards, that has moved money from one place to the other, and you've paid online. That's all a form of digital currency being moved around the economy. So I hope that helped. Y'all have a great weekend. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.